Yeah, there's the safe the old man was talking about. The biomarker should be inside. Wow. Looks like the old coot was telling the truth. Let's see if he was right about the other stuff. Wow! What the hell is going on? The world is finally coming to an end. About time.
I didn't ask you to test it, only to bring it back. No, it might be useless.
But how does it work? Yeah, it felt amazing to be so strong.
Enough already. God knows if I'll be able to fix the... Bloody hell. Your generation never listens. Here, read this. Maybe you'll be a bit more careful when you're handed medical equipment next time. Now, get.
Sheep fat here. This is a game changer.
What are you doing?
A few days ago, I thought I saw a bird of prey in the sky. It was bigger than a kestrel, more like a sparrowhawk. It's been bothering me. After all, nothing lives here. At least nothing should. So many chemicals here, can't even find rats.
That's true.
So I dug up my old bird call tapes, and I'm trying to lure it back.
And how's that going?
Poorly. Either I hallucinated, or it's playing hard to get.
Maybe you're not speaking its language.
I am! Sparrowhawks are hardwired to respond to the call of another male encroaching on his territory.
How do you know so much about this?
I'm a bird watcher. Or at least I was, back when there were more birds alive than just crows.
So, what, you spied on birds?
Watch them! I mean, maybe there is a bit of voyeurism in it. Birds are fascinating.
What are you gonna do?
I could try one more trick, but I can't do it alone. I'd like to play the calls from a very high place, without anyone around, even myself.
Do you have any particular very high place in mind?
The radio tower. This may sound crazy, but if you could do this, it might draw him out, and I could observe from here with my binoculars.
Makes sense.
You think so? Can you help me with this?
I can't promise anything.
Of course. But if you do decide to help, take this tape recorder. It will definitely come in handy. By the way, I'm Adrian.
I'm Aiden. I'll get in touch.
I hope it will answer the call. Birds of prey are wary creatures. Even before the fall, sparrowhawks rarely entered the cities. Exciting, isn't it?
I sure hope they got enough power
I'm
to keep the
sorry,
beer
honey.
this time.
It's my fault.
No, I'm the one who's sorry. I shouldn't have spoken to you that way.
That's true. You were very mean. And foul-mouthed.
You know I didn't mean it. I can lose control sometimes. I
I thought our chances
apologize.
against renegades were pretty good.
Were you guys okay?
Ah, maybe you can help us. Help save our marriage.
How about you just don't argue?
You're right. We'll stop immediately. We love each other too much for that nonsense.
Far too much.
But without garlic?
And no sardines.
So, you can only make up with each other over sardines and garlic. Seriously?
Oh, yes. Mmm.
Alright, where can I find garlic and sardines?
You see, it's like I told you. There are still good people in the world.
I have to think where the sardines are. Give me a moment.
But wild garlic grows here and there on the city's tallest buildings.
So, where are these sardines again?
That's right. There was a convoy. 4 trucks filled of the best sardines money could buy.
But they crashed. It was horrible. Precious cans scattered all over the place. Horrible.
But I still don't know where to find them.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Oh, you'll never remember. I'll tell him. Like I said, they're scattered all over the neighborhood. And don't you sigh at me, mister.
Okay. Don't kill each other before I get back.
Us? Why would you say such a thing?
We speak only the gentlest poetry to each other.
Poetry. More like sea shanties coming from you.
Just keep calm and stay put. I'll find your sardines.
I'll try. Grab the basket when you're ready. I'll mark the spots where the sardines are for you.
So today, I thought the chances against renegades were pretty good.
Well, the thing is, that when I every night, I don't think I could have handled that. When I could.
Ah, you're a miracle worker. You found them, then brought them back safely. Oh, here now is one of the original great American novels, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Mark Twain was a wry observer of the human condition and a sharp-witted satirist. What would his take on the divisions of our society be, I wonder? Here we have what is known as the Written Torah, an introduction, if you will, to the origin story of the Jewish people, and part of the larger concept of the Torah that includes all their teachings, culture, and practice. A crucial tome of religion and culture. Our collection is growing by leaps and bounds, primarily due to your leaping and bounding. Nothing? You are a stoic, aren't you? Damn, thought you'd have a better sense of humor than Thalia. Oh well.
Aiden, it's such a wonderful day. Let's dispense with all this dreary philosophizing, shall we?
Okay.
I see you brought back The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Tell me, Aiden, as a pilgrim, are you an adventurer like Huckleberry Finn?
Every day out there was an adventure, I can tell you that. Not always a pleasant one, though.
There was plenty of unpleasantness in Huckleberry Finn.
In that case, call me Huck.
And I'll be your Mary Jane. Tell me, Aiden, do you have a thing for older women like Huck did?
Excuse me?
Never mind. I am just glad you've retained your sense of humor in the face of this world's darkness. And don't ever think I take for granted the danger you surely encounter every day.
The danger's out there, Thalia. Here with you. No reason not to relax.
That's how I feel when you're around, Aiden. Thank you for that. I'll anxiously await your return. Before you go,
Message 1. Received May 5th, 2023 at 10:20 a.m.
Hi, Liam. This is Sam, your brother. Listen, I'm calling from the St. Joseph Hospital. Mom had a seizure. They took her to a closed ward. They won't let me in. It doesn't look good. I'll let you know as soon as I know something.
Message 1. Received May 5th, 2023 at 4 p.m.
Sam here. Mom died. Fucking whitecoats won't even say what happened. They said they had to cremate the body. They're hiding behind some protocols. I'll let you know about the funeral. Will you come? Come, please. Mom would like that.
Wait, don't tell me. I'll say it. Apparently, she slept with Tyler, the guy who hands out shifts.
No, that wasn't her.
How the thrill I get when you walk through the door with more books. Let me see. Let me see. Hardly. Franz Kafka might have thrived in our city. He wrote tales that blended realism and fantasy, creating surreal environments and scenarios. Doesn't that sound familiar? The Metamorphosis was all about a hideous transformation. Yes, he might have provided some brilliant insight into our current situation. Yes, you have preserved poetry. That's just what the city needs. Particularly the work of Pindar and his victory odes.
They celebrate the triumphs of ancient athletes. And what is life today but a contest simply to survive? He was a firm believer in what man can achieve by the grace of the gods. Gods or no, I share his faith. I spoke about faith when we first met. And not only was that faith justified, you've now given me hope.
Aiden. I've barely been able to focus, waiting for you to return. I see you brought Kafka's Metamorphosis. Albert's been after that particular book for a while. I'm sure Albert waxed poetic about the theme of transformation and its parallels to the state of our world.
A lot of wax, actually. 2 earfuls, at least.
That's Albert. But I'm curious what you think. Is the protagonist's transformation into a giant cockroach an apt parallel for what's going on in our world?
Hey, don't tell Albert, but it doesn't really work for me.
Oh? How so?
It turned me into a roach any day over becoming an infected.
I agree. I'm more apt to compare our world to Kafka's The Trial. We're all stuck in a maze of increasing danger and absurdity. There are authorities, but no accountability. No way to truly solve any problems.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
Do you know? This might be a little out of turn, Aiden, but I don't think I've ever been so aroused by a discussion of nihilism. I have to confess, Aiden. I was attracted to you the moment I laid eyes on you. So if I come off a little thirsty, well, I am. But it's your mind, Aiden. You constantly surprise and delight me. You have a devastating combination of mind and body. I've said too much. I hope I didn't just drive you away. Please, Aiden, come back soon.
Hey, what are you doing here?
None of your business. What do you want?
I'm just looking for a book, not for any trouble.
You see books, we see toilet paper. Find another library.
I just came from one, and I can't let you rip those books to shreds.
Can't let us? Please. Get him, boys. Let's pick his corpse clean.
Coming for ya! Take it!
Is there anything more precious than knowledge for our kids?
Can't let darkness and ignorance reign.
Wait, what are you ranting about, mister?
Ranting? Son, I'm trying to safeguard our collective memory. I'm only trying to preserve history.
Seems like a big task. Can one man even do that?
I have a good background for that. For 30 years, I was a tourist guide. After the fall, I founded Villador's Historical Conservation Society.
Doesn't seem to be much to conserve around here anymore.
Thank the renegades for that. Still, more than ever, we must remember our past. We must keep track. Otherwise, we'll slip into the Dark Ages for good. We can't build a future for humankind if we don't know our history. What do you say I ask you 2 or 3 questions about that? See if you've been paying attention. See if you do know our past. So, you ready to talk history now?
I can try.
Good. Let's start with one of the defining moments of our history. A tragic event that had such an impact, it still defines how the city looks today. Here goes. What event went down in history as Black Monday?
It's a mass shooting that happened in Houndfield on March 6, 2024.
Wrong. You should listen more to people and their stories. It shouldn't be hard. Everybody here lost somebody during Black Monday.
I'll try to do better next time.
You're not ready yet.
Ah, more great works recovered. Your dedication to this is moving. Gulliver's Travels. Jonathan Swift was a brilliant satirist. Here he had a go at human nature and the traveler's tale subgenre. Magnificent. I fear our world has lost the ability to appreciate the subtlety of satire. But when it can again, this book will be here, thanks to you. Our library is growing, Aiden. Not just in the number of books, but in the amount of knowledge, wisdom, history, and more. We need to keep it growing, Aiden. But first, let us find some more collections for you. Stay on the line.
You're self-confident. That much is obvious. But do you believe in anything outside of yourself? Bigger than yourself?
I'd like to think so. But the world doesn't make believing very easy.
Agreed. But we have to hope that all this suffering isn't for nothing.
It'd be way fucked up if this was all for nothing.
I see you're conflicted about this. But not despairing. That's something.
I just don't want to see life as a constant struggle for nothing, I guess.
I see. Thank you for sharing this with me. Oh, here.
I have to go, but I have to tell you something first.
What's that?
But I know I don't always have the right words. But I do enjoy our talks.
I'm glad. I do too. See you again. Soon, I hope.
You've done it again, Aiden. As I expected you would. What have you brought? H.G. Wells was a master of science fiction, in part because he knew his science. It wasn't humanity that prevailed over the Martians, but germs. Germs, man. Can you believe it? So simple, it's so small. Would that our plight were suddenly resolved in that way. Kipling's The Jungle Book has an underlying theme of abandonment, followed by themes of adoption and nurturing. Oh, how so many today feel abandonment. Hopefully, nurturing souls remain. What am I saying? Of course they do. You are one such soul. It's beautiful, Aiden. This collection, it's... I know you think me a fool, but I am moved. Thank you for this gift. This gift to me. This gift to the world.
There you are, dear Aiden. I've missed you.
Likewise, Thalia.
Albert seems pleased with today's haul. H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, huh? You know, every day I wonder, are we at war?
Well, who, us? Wait, did I say something wrong?
Oh, Aiden, that was so cute. No, we're good. I was referring to the world around us. Is that in a state of war?
Oh, right. The world. Oh, we're at war, all right, believe me. And not just one. A lot. Everyone seems to be at each other's throats for one reason or another.
Sounds like you're talking about the infected.
Some days, it's hard to tell who's more dangerous. The infected, or regular people.
How distressing, Aiden. But quite an insight. Here's what you need. Till next time?
Yeah, till next time, Thalia.
I am continually astounded by your tenacity and success. Let's see today's catch. Lewis Carroll truly captured the surreal feeling of disorientation, of falling into a strange world in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. I often feel like I've fallen into another world, but sadly, this one is no Wonderland. Given the nature of H.P. Lovecraft's horrific creations, I suppose we should count ourselves lucky. What would we do if an old god suddenly awoke? Lovecraft excelled at creating a sense of dread, which made his stories all the more horrifying. I can relate to a persistent feeling of dread. Definitely. Thanks to you, this collection is already unparalleled in the city. Sadly, our sources are getting dry, and I have nothing new for you right now. But I am confident we will manage to dig up at least some more from the city. Just you watch. Wait for my call, Aiden.